Welcome to Voice Bootcamp, a global name in unified communication. In this particular lab, I'm going to show you how to set up a network VRU label for CUCM and CVP routing client. We're going to configure the label for the network VRU that has been defined, and then configure CVP to route that label back to VXML gateway, and then configure the CUCM to route the label back to voice XML gateway as well. So to configure the network VRU label, you go to Configuration Manager. We're going to open Network VRU Explorer and retrieve. Now I have a VRU created earlier called CVP type 10 VRU. If I expand that, I have created two routing labels. So I can add a routing label, for example, and put all the details that I need. So the first routing label, as if the call comes from the call manager. So if the call manager requested the route, what label should I send it back to the call manager? So in this scenario, what's going to happen is the call came from call manager, we will send 4999 back to call manager. If the call came back from CVP, we're going to send 4999 to CVP. So if I want to add a new one, let's say I can call this call came from CUCM 5999. That means that call will go to 5999 will be returned back to the call manager. Now when the call goes to call manager, we must create a route pattern. So let's go to call manager. In call manager, when the call 4999 comes back as return, is going to match a route pattern. So I have a route pattern created called 4999 exclamation mark. When the call hits this route pattern, the call will be sent to CVP. In this case, it says a trunk to CVP server with the IP address of CVP. Now the call comes into CVP. So we go to device call server that was created, and then we'll go to SIP. So what we're doing here, we're saying, okay, if the call came to CVP, 4999 will be sent to this IP address, which is the IP address of your voice XML gateway. So if I go to the gateway, the call will come in and match this dial pair right here, which